This was the scene yesterday morning in Milan after Team USA put an American boot directly into a Canadian ass and won the gold medal at the Olympics in hockey. Now, I wish I could play the audio for you, but I can't for copyright reasons. There's a Toby Keith song that is playing in the background, but for most people, at least most normal people, this is a heartwarming scene. Right? A group of young men celebrating their accomplishment, celebrating winning a gold medal at the Olympics, and celebrating pride in their country with special guest Kash Patel. In a society that is filled with constant negativity, it's nice to see something positive like this, right? Uncle Casey has never really been a big fan of the Olympics. To me, the Olympics has always been an event that caters more to women, which is fine. I mean, most men don't watch figure skating or gymnastics. Most men aren't into watching some other dude grab a supersized pole while using it to launch himself ass down over another supersized pole. But one thing I do appreciate about the Olympics, it's one of the only events that we have left that bring people together. There's just something different about sports. There's a different feel to it when you are representing and fighting for your country. Yesterday, Jack Hughes, who I guess is the captain of Team USA in hockey, hell, before the Olympics, if you had asked Uncle KC, who is Jack Hughes? I would have guessed that he was the lead attorney at Hughes and Hughes. Either that, or he was working the drive-through window at Jack in the Box. But yesterday, after winning the gold medal in hockey, Jack Hughes spoke with NBC. After weeks of America being shat on, after weeks of America having the absolute worst representation at the Olympics, Jack Hughes and the rest of the players on Team USA, they finally gave us something to be proud of. They finally gave us representation that actually represents most of America. Watch for yourself.
It's all about our country right now. I love the USA. I love my teammates. The USA Hockey Brotherhood is so strong. I'm so proud to be Americans today. So proud to be Americans. Tonight was all for the country.
How could you not like this? How could you not be proud of this young man and what he and his team accomplished? I don't know much about hockey. I know as much about hockey as a lonely man knows about the female anatomy. But I believe this was the first time that Team USA won a gold medal in hockey at the Olympics since the Miracle on Ice back in the early 80s. And the win, it came against Canada, a country where hockey is the predominant sport, and a country that has this weird obsession with hating America. I've never understood this perceived rivalry that Canadians think we have with each other. I hate to break it to Canadians, but the vast majority of Americans forget that you exist. But still, it was a great win yesterday for Team USA. It was a brief moment of positivity in a country filled with the disease of negativity. It was a brief moment where we could all be united, right? Unsurprisingly, not all Americans were happy with Team USA beating Canada. And I struggle to describe some of these people as Americans. I believe the medical term given to them by doctors at Woke Memorial Hospital is patients. Because as you're about to see, those infected with the incurable disease of stage 4 OMB, Orange Man Bad, their symptoms, their convulsions, their uncontrollable, unpatriotic rage, it was unleashed yesterday morning as they proceeded to once again humiliate themselves. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Let's go and get to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at Sugar Mountain Trading. My uncle called me back in November. He's a military veteran, served in the Gulf War in the early 90s, but as he's gotten older, been dealing with various health-related issues. Doctors had him on pain management, had him taking all this medicine every night just to get him to sleep, most of which wasn't working. Once the meds wore off, he was tossing and turning all night. Plus, he was building up a tolerance. My aunt bought him some CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading. She wanted him to try it out just to see if it would work. My uncle applies the CBD lotion every night before he goes to bed. He is now getting the best sleep that he's gotten in years. Doesn't even take the pain medication anymore because he doesn't need it. Over the holidays, one of my longtime viewers reached out to me telling me how the CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain alleviated his back pain. He had been dealing with back pain for years, couldn't find anything that worked. Bought a bottle of CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading. 20 or so minutes later, back pain gone. I have countless stories from viewers, family, friends. They all tell me the same thing. They cannot believe this stuff actually works. There is a reason Sugar Mountain Trading has been with me for 18 months now. My audience keeps buying their CBD because Sugar Mountain Trading is the real deal. All CBD products offered at Sugar Mountain Trading, 100% natural, 100% free of THC. So click the link in the description or the pinned comment below. Use my promo code BTL25, BTL25. Receive 25% off your first purchase with Sugar Mountain Trading. Headline at the Huffington Post. There's a name for the discomfort you're feeling right now watching the Olympics. The byline of the article says, if waving the American flag or hearing chants of USA turns you off, don't you worry, you're not alone. We are here for you and we will fight this trauma together. What? Excuse me? Let me make sure I'm understanding you correctly. According to the Huffington Post and the group of psychologists they spoke to, showing pride in your country is a traumatic experience? For who? Who in the hell is traumatized by patriotism? Over the last few years, we have had to sit through displays of the gay pride. I don't remember hearing about people being traumatized by that display of patriotism, but when wanker spankers experience American pride, this is so traumatizing. I need an immediate appointment with my therapist. Where's my emotional support wiener? Oh no, the batteries are dead, and my welfare doesn't deposit until next week. Oh! According to this group of psychologists, there, I guess, is a clinical term for the trauma you experience while seeing American pride at the Olympics. It's called cognitive dissonance, or as Uncle KC prefers to call it, bullshit. Patients experiencing symptoms of cognitive dissonance caused by displays of American patriotism, they deal with tightness in the neck, tightness in the jaw, digestive issues, and trouble sleeping. Look, I am no therapist. I don't need to pay someone to pretend to care about me. I've got plenty of people in my life that care about me for free. But I do understand the need for therapy. I understand the need for counseling. I'm all about doing whatever you gotta do to take care of your mental health. But if you are paying a therapist because you are suffering through patriotic anxiety, the best thing for you to do is move. If you don't like it here in America, there's no need to announce your departure. All you gotta do is get the hell out of here. The Huffington Post wasn't the only one exploiting fake outrage yesterday for money. Check this out from Jamel Hill. I'm so sad. I feel bad for these Olympic athletes. How are they supposed to represent a country that doesn't represent them? There is a simple answer to that question. There is a simple solution to this problem. No one is asking you to represent America. That's one thing I respect about Eileen Gu. She felt more comfortable representing China instead of representing America, which, fine. I would much rather Eileen Gu represent China than embarrass America. Bob Krasenstein. Bob wasted no time pleading for the attention of lonely men. Bob damn near developed arthritis yesterday as he expressed his fake outrage. Check it out for yourself. Hey boys, it's me, Bob Krasenstein. I'm so mad. Kash Patel's having fun with Team USA. I hate fun. Why are these men so happy instead of being miserable like me? Where is my emotional support brother? I need a feminine hug that only he can provide. I almost feel bad for Bob Krasenstein, and I understand why the vast majority of the content that he quote unquote creates is on Twitter. If I sounded like a prepubescent boy every time I opened my mouth, my primary form of communication would also be written. As I'm seeing this abundance of hatred yesterday, as I'm seeing this abundance of fake outrage, I kept asking, why? Why are you denigrating a celebration of your own country? Well, Uncle KC, their hatred of Donald Trump is so severe, they refuse to support anything until he's removed from office. No, that's not it. There are two reasons for this abundance of fake outrage. Number one, these people are miserable. They lead lonely, miserable lives. They spent 4 years of high school drying their hair after it was dunked in the toilet. They spend all their time on social media because they're trying to escape reality. If you want a first-class ticket on the Bruce Caboose of misery, spend all your time on social media. Social media is really effective at making people miserable. But the main reason we are seeing this abundance of fake outrage got nothing to do with the hatred of Donald Trump and everything to do with the hatred of America. Radical leftists hate America. They hate our values. They hate our traditions. They hate our holidays. They hate our sports leagues. They hate anything that represents our way of life. Now, of course, there's also a simple solution to this problem. There's no need to pay a therapist to diagnose you with cognitive dissonance. There's no need to pay doctors at Woke Memorial Hospital to diagnose you with stage 4 OMB. Instead of paying doctors and therapists, use that money to pay an airline to book you a one-way ticket out of here. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later.